Are you rich, Dad? All right, this is a video about seeking help from others. In particular, finding people who it is appropriate for you to seek help from. The title is a play off of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad and Rich Dad Company. I've been working my way through one of his books and I love it. I'm a huge fan of the way he lays out information and teaches. I don't think everybody likes him. And frankly, I don't care. I think that it's an epidemic of the disability, basically, to see something from multiple perspectives at a time. And I'll explain what I mean by that later on in the video. So today I want to talk about getting advice from people and looking for people to learn from. This is an important question to ask people in your life. As it happens, I am interested in sorting out my own financial education. I have realized and accepted that school did not teach me financial literacy, that my upbringing, the people who raised me, did not teach me financial literacy. And now here I am, in my place, married, interested in really wholesome values, as well as educating myself with real financial literacy. So what is financial literacy? It is the ability to understand, read, see, and create money. Speak the language of money. Now, this question is critical. When you navigate your way through things, you're going to begin to see that not everyone who is around you is doing the things that you, in particular, want to do. You say you want to do. And as you get older, you have to face choices about who you want to surround yourself with and who you, as a consequence of surrounding yourself, want to take advice from. There's that cliche saying that goes, you are the average of the 5 people who you spend the most time with. And there's truth in that, but I don't necessarily follow or live by that. I simply look at how I look for advice from people. And that begs the question, who are those people? So, are they who you want to be? If you want to be wealthy, are they wealthy? If you want to be a teacher, are they teaching? And then are they teaching what you want to teach? If you want to be great at something, are they great at that thing? Or can they offer some sort of expertise in some subcategory of that thing? If they are simply someone who is existing and repeating information, and then here's a dead giveaway, if they are more concerned with being right about things than they are with being a good person and learning and sharing and being kind and genuine, then you know that you need to start considering they may not be the person you have told yourself you need to surround yourself with. And as a side note, I believe everyone is good. I'm a believer in giving people the benefit of the doubt. Like, if you're going to assume people are good. And it might get you into tough situations, but I believe wholeheartedly that most people are good. So you can substitute anything you want into this sentence. Are you rich, Dad? Is just an example of one question that you should be asking. And for many young men, looking to their fathers is the first sort of place to go. It's the first place we seek approval. And I know that has been true for me. And I believe many young men fall into the trap of not seeing beyond that thing that is getting the approval of people, of elders, of father figures, of other men in your life who you in some way, shape, or form have learned to look up to. It fucking hurts, to consider that the people in your life are not guiding you in the direction that you say you want to go. Because it really means that you have to guard your time. You have to guard yourself. So that trap that a lot of people fall into, a lot of young men, I'm just speaking for myself here and my observation, but that trap is dangerous, because without learning what's beyond that, you can spend a lifetime there. It's the same side of the coin. The coin exists. On one side is seeking approval, and in seeking approval, a close neighbor of seeking approval, so to speak, is the right-wrong dichotomy. It's this way of thinking about the world that is very small and very fixed, and leaves you pretty isolated from learning. So Kiyosaki, back to the book here for a second. This is not a book review or anything, but I'm making some references. Kiyosaki talks about being able to stand on the edge, the third side of the coin, and that here lies intelligence, because you are able to hold simultaneously multiple perspectives in your mind and not be necessarily attached to either one. And I think, been able to do this for a while, and I think it's led me to have some really hard encounters with people in my life, just frustrating encounters, because I am removed from, say, the emotional right-wrong feeling of a situation, to the extent that it actually infuriates the other person. And so if you've been there, I can totally understand what that feels like. It's not easy, because you're having a conversation with someone who's not concerned about the conversation or you. They're simply concerned about being right. And as Kiyosaki says, something like, if you have a conversation with an idiot, that makes two idiots. So I have here in my notes, being in one camp doesn't necessarily serve you well. But it also takes tremendous courage to get up and consider leaving the camp, or the side of the coin, that you've lived your entire life on. And it's where fear typically stops people. But the other, had a little camera shut off moment there. The other side of the coin that is fear is regret, because living your life in fear leads to regret. leads to just complete lack of confidence in yourself and regret for not trying. Now, I also said that leaving is hard because family and friends will reject you. And I have also experienced this firsthand. Wanting to explore and needing in your heart of hearts to take a path that is not necessarily what others have already imagined for you, it can be a very, I think, lonely thing. However, lonely doesn't really describe it completely, because it's also very scary, and it's also very intense in the sense that usually family and friends don't just leave you alone. They actively try to pull you back to where they are, which is in places that you, in a place in their life as a person, as a being, that you have already decided you do not want to be. And it takes a very emotionally intelligent person to understand that those two things, as in being in a place in life and being a certain type of being, is not the same as saying I don't love you to family and friends, because you can love someone and leave someone at the same time. And that's foreign language to many people. So to wrap it all up there, Are You Rich, Dad is a blunt and brutally honest way of getting to the point. And it's a way of thinking about what you do that should, for me anyway, should help in making decisions. It should reassure you that the things which you have been taught to avoid are in fact not scary. They are the lampposts on the imaginary path that leads you down the dark alleyway to the place that you have imagined for yourself, to the person you have imagined for yourself. And I'll say one more thing, because that analogy was not super clear. I believe that even though it is scary and you will experience rejection and loneliness, in doing so and having the courage to take action and just get after what you care about, believe in yourself, all that package, you will do something that in planning you didn't account for, which is basically you will pull your family and friends who believe in you deep down, you will pull them along with you. And by doing that, you expand who they are. You are adding to their being and showing them that what they believe to be true is, at the very least, in question, in a good way, and should be questioned. It just takes one person in a network, in a family, to do something that is so outside everyone else's belief that changes the course of time for not just that one person, but the entire family. So It's kind of a deep talk, but I think an important one and a question that everyone should be asking themselves. Are you rich, Dad? I certainly know that I am going to be rich, and I hope you are too. If it's something you value. Not everyone wants to be, but I think deep down, people are also very afraid to say what they want. So don't be afraid to say what you want. Like the video, comment, subscribe for future videos. Enjoy your weekend. I know I am going to be back at the farm, helping family, working hard, and enjoying the sunshine. So hope everyone can do something that good. And I'll see you on Monday. Peace.